Success stories for wealth affirmation. The first story. This is the most incredible story I have ever heard, which was featured in opera show. There was a woman named Tererai Tranch from a small village in Zimbabwe. She had a great desire to go to school, but she was not allowed to go to school. Her brother was going to school. She very much wanted to go to school, but her father didn't allow her. She used to do her brother's homework secretly. One fine day, her brother's teacher realized that Tererai was doing her brother's homework. She revealed the secret. Then her father allowed her to go to school. But at the age of 11, she got married, and again she couldn't go to school. She was being beaten by her husband daily. By the time she was 18, she had 3 children and very little hope. In 1991, a woman named Joe from Haifa International, Zimbabwe, visited their village. She asked the women in her village what their dreams are. Tererai expressed that she wants to go to America and want to study and get her bachelor's degree, her master's degree, and her PhD degree. The women looked at her and she told her it is not hard to achieve. Write those things in your heart, whatever you desire. She encouraged her how education is so important in today's world. This made her believe that she will be able to study and make her children study. Then her mother asked her to write it down on a piece of paper and bury it under the rock. She said, if you truly believe in your dreams, you will see them growing. Then she wrote her dreams on a piece of paper and buried under a rock. Nearly 2 decades, Tererai continued to believe and achieve. She traveled back to her rock each time her dream came true to check her dream list. All her dreams came true. She came to America with her children and husband. She studied and earned her bachelor's degree, her master's degree, and then her PhD degree. As her husband was very abusive to her, he was deported from America. Now she is happily married with a second husband. There is another story of Miss Layton. She shared her achievements with the help of using positive affirmations for her desire. In March 1998, she saw opera. In March 1998, she saw opera show where a successful writer was featured. She revealed how she found herself living in a beautiful views with the contribution of her creativity. Miss Layton got inspired by watching that show. At that time, she was living in a dark, ugly house in Santa Clara in the Silicon Valley. This was what she could afford. Then her son Dan inspired her to visualize living in a house with views. So, she wrote an affirmation which was, I'm living in a house surrounded by views. The views are inspiring me to write, and being surrounded by nature is inspiring my spirituality. I have a lot of land where my dogs can run freely without leashes. By June 1998, which was less than 3 months, she sold her house in Santa Clara and bought a 5-acre ranch with an octagon-shaped house with glorious views of mountains and trees on the central coast of California. She got the opportunity to buy the ranch for lesser the amount than she sold her dark, ugly house in Santa Clara. There is another story of Gary Wilson. He used to listen to audio tapes of affirmation related to confidence. It was way back in 1993. He was a comedian but struggling for his career. He started listening to tapes few times in a week. By listening to the tape, he started feeling confident. Now he was so confident that he was unstoppable. He got the chance to work in the best clubs of America. In 1997, he got the opportunity in Hollywood to write for television. He ended up receiving an award for television comedy writer. He shared that the most effective affirmation was, "I deserved success." I deserved success. Now he's working as a TV producer. He sells and produces his own show. He says that the tape made him believe wholeheartedly that I could do anything I want. You just have to believe it. There is a story of Lisa, how she used affirmations of wealth to manifest unexpected wealth. She started repeating the affirmations every morning. I create wealth. She did it for several days. Then she realized that a holiday bonus is coming to her 1 month earlier, and her ex-husband called her and said that he owed money to her. She gained thousands of unexpected dollars. This is another story of Maggie, how Maggie McReynolds used affirmation to manifest $5,000 for her business. She made the password of her computer as "I create wealth," as she thought that whenever she will boot her system, it will remind the thought every morning. For few months, nothing happened. Then she decided to use her 30 years of experience in writing and editing. She decided to coach others, find their authentic voice, tell their compelling stories, and find the joy in writing. She began saying, "I create wealth." Within a week, she had $5,000 for her new business.